rockmetaltalk.com.
Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you want? Hey, don't you want me, girl? Hey, don't you want me, girl? 'Cause I want you. Yes, I do. 'Cause I want you. Yes, I do. Try as I might, I can't get to you. Give me a chance, and girl, I think we could prove. Don't be afraid, you know I won't bite. So let's get it on and let's embrace the delight. Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you wanna see me again? Don't you wanna be my baby? Don't you want? Hey, don't you want me, girl? Hey, don't you want me, girl? Hey girl, I want you bad. Don't you wanna be my special friend? We'll go around the world. Everyone will see my special girl. Hey girl, I want you now. Please don't wait, don't bring me down. Hey girl, give me some time. If you don't, girl, I'll Don't you want me, girl? Hey, don't you want me, girl? Hey, don't you want me, girl? Hey, don't you want me, girl? 'Cause I want you. Yes, I do. 'Cause I want you. Yes, I do.
All right, I'm Jay Stone, and welcome back to another episode and another segment of the Jay Stone Show at rockmetaltalk.com. So what you heard right there was Bone Monkey Girl, which features Dave Alvin of White Trash. So some of you might remember he did a special show for me a few months ago where he talked about the in-depth writings of his first album, which some of you may know from about 1991 on Elektra Records, with the hit song Apple Pie. So they're from Queens, New York, and this is his new band. So I'm honored to have him on my CD. And now on the phone is Will from the band My Therapy, who also submitted a track, who went into the studio and recorded this track for the CD. So this is the only place to get it, along with a couple of other tracks. So for the first time, Will is on the show. Welcome to the show, brother. How are you?
Good, man. How you guys doing down there?
Good. So I just want to thank you for being so supportive of the CD and submitting the track and taking the time for you guys to really work with me. I worked closer, I think, with you guys than any other band on the CD. Not that, I didn't work with the other guys, but, this was something that, we were leading the CD off with, and this kind of is what put it into production and basically kicked it off. So again, thank you for, being part of
Well,
it.
man, thank you for having us. We're honored to be a part of it. It's exciting. It's one of our heavier tracks that we've done, and I'm excited to get this one out, bud.
Yeah, it's definitely a great track. I seen the videos as you guys were going along. I could see, the band gets along really well. You guys seem to have, be pretty tight and stuff, and musically seem to be definitely on the same page. I mean, Eric sounds great. I think he sounds better than ever. So tell me how, me and Eric go back. I'm sure, probably 10 years or so, when he started Dangerous New Machine and when he was in Stereo Mud. So how did you guys meet?
Well, if I go back to the beginning, I actually met Eric on a Stereo Mud tour, probably 2002 with Saliva, and I actually see him the year before, I think, on Music as a Weapon tour. Met him then, cool guy, never thought anything about it, so many years later that I'd be actually, making music with a guy. But he happened to move close to my hometown. We kind of struck up a conversation, hung out one night, and, just started jamming.
And now it's become your therapy, and the band is called My Therapy. So that's kind of, I watched a couple of interviews with that you guys did, and some of the videos with Scott. I mean, it's all great stuff. I mean, you guys? Eric originally mentioned that you guys might film something and put it out there during the recording process of the track. Did that take place?
Oh, just other than the cell phone recordings, we didn't get a crew in there to do that. We went through it very quickly so we could get it out to you in a timely manner. And, the videos you saw, that's all that we got of that.
Yeah, it was still well worth it, but it would have been pretty cool to document it. So maybe for the next one, if you guys participate again, we'll try to make that happen. But I'm going to play that track next, but it's a great track. So tell me, actually, when I noticed that they renamed it after Eric sent me the credits, so when it went to production, I don't know if that was something that the guy in the studio did, but he wrote God Can Set Things Straight is what I'm looking at. And
yeah, I think it was supposed to be God Will Set Things Straight. I hadn't really talked to anybody whether it was meant to happen or not. We'll find out. But the general consensus is, people get the idea of the song.
Right, yeah, and that to me, people will wonder about that, so it'll make it that much more intriguing. Well, why was it different at this point? And but it's too late now.
Actually, when I saw your post that had the track listings there, I seen that. I was like, I don't think that's right, but whatever. We're excited to have the track out.
Right. Because actually, I didn't even notice it until after the fact, and that's what Eric had sent me as the credit. So when it was in the message, and I was like, all right, well, that's how it's. I mean, it's the same difference either way. I mean. But the track is awesome.
I don't think the name change there hurts the song in any way. We're happy about the track. Excited to be a part of the CD for sure. I just can't wait for everybody to hear this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna so people try to clip it out. So I use a little bit lower quality of certain tracks that I don't want people trying to steal off the show and shit, because people can get creative, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about.
There's all kinds of technology out there to rip you off, basically.
Yeah, to grab the tracks and do all that shit. So, but again, that was my whole segment prior to you calling in, was talking about how bands can't really make money off MP3s without still making physical copies to sell at shows. And that's what people like. I don't care what age they are. People still want physical copies, and if you market it correctly, it's very profitable. But I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing this because I want to promote, my show, my website, as well as all the bands that always give in to my show. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're there with you, man. I personally like the CDs. I like the hard copies. I'm a CD nerd. I actually open up all the stuff. I read all the endorsements. Who they thanked, who they toured with, all that stuff. I enjoy doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's our age group, I think. I mean, I don't know exactly how old you are, but I'm in my 40s, so I mean,
me too, brother.
That was my life, man. I mean, I lived.
I think in our day that was following a band. You actually went to the show, you bought your shirt,
yeah,
and you bought their music.
I still do.
Yeah, me too. I still enjoy doing that stuff. I'll buy a shirt, I'll buy a CD, I'll wait for my autograph. That was following a band when I was, in my age group, our age group, I guess you would say.
Right. Did you, when you met Eric, were you just attending concerts, or were you in a band that was playing alongside of him?
No, I was just a fan in the crowd.
Fan in the crowd?
Yeah, just the guy that bought his ticket, waited in line to get in, and went to the mosh.
What's your musical background? I mean, I know I talk a lot about Eric, and that's one of the focal points of the CD is having him on board, but that's not it's about you guys too. So I mean, what's your musical background?
I grew up in a musical family. My dad played, my mom sang. My grandfather played. All their brothers and sisters played an instrument. So it was just kind of natural for me to pick up an instrument and play because I was just always around it. Of course, they played like bluegrass, western type music when I was growing up, and that was their background. So I was going to all these bluegrass festivals when I was probably 4 or 5 years old. Not really knowing what was going on. I was just there. So I got my dad bought me a guitar probably at 7.
Nice.
I actually still have a guitar and showed me some chords, and I've been playing ever since. Yep,
my brother bought me my first guitar. I think I was about 7 too. I still have it. It's an Ibanez like Flying V Samar. It was a series they did, a lower end series back in the 80s. I still have it. I repainted it, but it's amazing. You don't meet too many people that still have their first guitar. But were you born and raised in North Carolina?
Yeah, I was actually born in Atlanta. My dad worked down there when I was younger. When I was 5, we moved back up to North Carolina. I actually grew up at my grandmother's place out in the country. I still live out in the country now, but yeah, grew up in North Carolina, the hills, just a country boy, I guess you'd say.
I hear you. So is that on one of your songs, I believe I hear a banjo or something?
Oh, yeah, the Live With It song?
Yeah, is that where, I guess that's inspired by, your bluegrass, or?
Yeah, we were messing around, we had the riff, the main riff for the song, we were messing around, we were trying to add a little something to it, and I don't remember who exactly brought it up, but hey, we need a banjo playing that riff. So when we went to the studio, handed Jeremy the banjo, and he tuned it the way it needed to be tuned, and fried the riff off, and it just seemed to work for that song.
Yeah, there's not too many bands I don't think that could pull that sound off. I mean, John 5, who I recently interviewed, he's big on banjo, but I was talking about that interview. That's something that I got to edit. That was almost a disaster. I mean, oh, God, it was almost embarrassing, the audio quality. My stomach sank after I played it back. I was so sick. But
yeah, man. Seems like it happened, though, sometimes.
Yep. There's a few out there that, I interviewed this band, STEM, once, and this kid had some like space age pedal in there that was throwing off some frequencies, and it destroyed my recording. But it happens. It happens even with bands recording. That like Yoshi, he's on the CD. He recorded a full album, and the computer crashed and died, and he lost all his stuff. So he's trying to get all that back. But things happen, and we're not always as fancy to back stuff up as quick anymore, thinking computers are more reliable.